Okay, so let's see what's in the box. Um, so first thing you're going to notice is that they are super bright. The handle is nice and solid, so you got a little bit of heft there. Decent balance. They have this black neoprene here, so it's super grippy. A little spongy, so that's cool. It's not. So this is 1/2 inch Baltic birch. So as you can see, it's going to be short enough that's going to grab that. It also has this right here so that the corner can kind of protrude into that space a little bit and not get hung up. So anyways, there's 2 of them. I'm kind of in a hurry because I'm running out of daylight as usual. So there's 2 of them. I'm not going to need more than 1 for these little pieces, but I also like that there's this bird's beak for kind of holding the pieces so you can feed it in. So I don't know, maybe I will use 2. I'll set it aside and see what I think. So I'm going to get right to work with these guys. So let me set up the next shot here. Okay, here goes nothing. See how it feels. Yeah, it's a little close to the fence, but we'll give it a shot. It's got good grip though. Let's power up. Okay, so I have this piece of MDF here, and I'm just going to set this on here. And so it looks, that's a nice clean edge. So that's the biggest thing, was having it be straight all the way across. And so I'm happy with that. So what I'm going to have to do is find the size I need. And they're going to get even smaller. So now I have to line up a bunch of them and just start pounding them out. Okay, one thing I did was I put a piece of masking tape down, and what that does, it gives me a little bit of a zero clearance effect. What it does is it just keeps the pieces from falling into the area around the saw blade or getting jammed up. So, and then the one thing you want to do, you want to extend it where you start your pieces a ways out. I left it a little short, but it's working okay. So, yeah, if you want to see what it looks like. I had one piece kind of get sucked in and whack me, but I live. So the piece just kind of hangs out there, and as you kind of bump it along with the other pieces, it's less of a problem. Just like that. I'm going to mention I was able to kind of figure out, even with these tiny pieces, if I just actually tilt the stick a little bit, the guide here, it helps me kind of push it down into the pocket, and it really helps to have this thicker neoprene. So with a little bit of improved technique, it doesn't matter that this isn't quite as tall as I mentioned earlier. And so I've had some decent success getting through these guys by just angling this a little bit. And it also helps to hold it tight to the fence as it travels through. Okay, some more final thoughts. I really like this. It was weird beat up against the fence with the really tiny pieces. but I did some larger squares, like kind of like the palm of my hand, and they went through like a dream. Really slick. I'm starting to get a feel for them a little bit better. And the one thing I do like is because your hand is down a little bit lower on the handle, you kind of get a little more downward push, a little bit more leverage on your piece. And so, like I said, with that, and then these little bumps here for your fingers to grab into, you can kind of put your thumb on top if you want to do that. And then with a little bit of tilt, like I said previously, I think you can kind of push your piece into the pocket here where the table saw surface meets the fence, and it's critical to maintain that so you get a straight and true cut. So yeah, I mean, for the money, I would totally recommend these. You know, some people may have different feelings about them. If you do like a lot of skinny rips, then you know maybe something taller would be in order. They're out there. But yeah, I am really liking these guys, and they're working great. Okay, so one last thing, final thoughts. One thing I really like about these is I'm cutting a bunch. I'm just pushing through batches of these pieces, and I do have the grippers, and I love the grippers too. I'm big on safety, but the grippers, the handles appear someplace, and that's okay. And, you know, it gives you a little bit of twist force, but I find that my wrist is kind of twisted up like this, and I have some tendinitis issues. And what I like about this guy is my hand is down low. The bones are kind of aligned through my wrist here, going this way. And so when I just shove it through, it's very natural. It's very comfortable. My elbow just hinges, and it's been just really easy to push the stock through when I have to do a bunch of them at the same time. So anyways, before it gets too dark to see, that's another thing. If you are looking for a push stick and you have maybe some tendinitis, de Quervain's tenosynovitis, if that rings any bells. So if you want a good, I don't say arthritic push stick, but that's kind of if you got those problems, you'll appreciate this guy. So anyways, I got to keep cutting before the sun goes completely out. And anyways, hope this stuff is helping you. All right, take care.